I'm gonna start the stream now. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I mean, my neighborhood is just having electricity issues. So by default, there may be some stream issues today, but I still wanted to stream some art and, you know, do some inking. Maybe this is the one I'll upload to YouTube since we're having issues today. But yeah, if you're here, thanks for stopping by. And I see I have a new follow. Thank you so much, JWO Design Studios. I've met you before. I think we're gonna be at the same convention this weekend. So thanks for the follow. Actually, it's funny because of this electricity issue, I haven't been able to do my Frogly reminder for BotCon, so I think I will have to do that like right after this stream. But yeah, thanks for stopping by as usual. Happy Wednesday. And if you haven't been to my inking streams before, just to kind of give you a little overview, I work on my comic, my webcomic that's also a print copy comic, black and white, called Are You Witchblade? It's a fantasy, urban fantasy drama. And I like doing it on stream because, you know, sometimes I like to share with my process with others to actually help me get through a page. Because sometimes it's hard for me to get through a page when I'm by myself all the time. So thank you for being here if you're here. I found this really neat music playlist the other day. And I really like this person, their playlist they've been making for video games. They're called ALF, funnily enough, on YouTube. I've been really liking their music playlist for video games. This one's their Electro Cafe. Oh, hello, you're seeing my green screen. I don't know why that's happening. Is it because of the placement? Weird. Anyway, oh no, you saw behind the green screen curtain. What will I do? Anyway, so let's see. Where do I want to start it? Here. Just want to make sure the volume, I'm not competing with the volume. I think it's good. I think it's good. If there's any issues with volume or my microphone, please let me know. I don't ever know. I'm going in blind here. So, yeah, let's get the page up so I can show you what I'm working with. So I usually start off with a sketch that I've already done. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why it keeps doing that today. Froglet? Why do we keep doing the Wizard of Oz thing today? I might just move you over, babe. Anyway, so, let's see. Move that over. Mother 3? No, that's not today. That's Friday. Well, is it gonna be Friday? I don't know if I'll be able to do it on Friday. Hey, moving too fast. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know, and howdy. Yeah, I hope you see that message at the top too. So if you're not seeing it anymore, because of some issues we've had electricity-wise, obviously we're gonna have issues with Wi-Fi. That's just how it goes, and that's not what I wanted. There we go. And so, you may have to reload the stream every now and then, unfortunately. Oh wait, now I have no room. Give me my room back. So anyway, yeah. But normally the stream's comfy cozy, and usually I do a lot of talking because I'm the most comfortable with inking. I'm not gonna do the full like toning and lettering yet. That's usually gonna be a whole nother stream. And yeah, that's it. Let me talk about the page for today. Let's see. So 4 panels. And I might have to do some fixing. There's a little bit of like off-modelness going on. Oh, I know for certain. So this third one, I like it, but I think I really want him to be like really. I want it to look like very like dramatic and silly. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna make this a little more silly. Yeah, and we'll see how much we get through. And what I end up talking about. I love this song, by the way. This is from Monkey Ball. Just make sure I have the right pen on. Okay. But I hope you've been doing well. I hate for the first thing for me to talk about is weather, but it's kind of been relevant, right? Been kind of crazy out here. It's just been really hot, and that's probably what's messing with the electricity, to be honest. Yeah. Gotta make sure that all the animals are inside because they like to go outside and they're very silly and they don't know any they don't know any better. So they're so cute and fluffy and they're babies too, and you have to tell them to come inside. So well, yeah, I like that kind of stuff, and just making sure to stay hydrated. You know, normally I'll put my little water up if I'm taking a water break, but I may be taking more drink breaks than usual. Because it's really important to stay hydrated in these trying times. Stay hydrated. Good for your health. Good for your digestion. Good for mood regulation. All those things. Yeah, this panel, I kind of went dramatic too, you know. Nick here has this very, like, chibi, surprised look. And I should open the last page I did, just, you know, for reference sake. But, you know, there's a very surprising thing that happens here. They are about to meet one of the wild and woolly characters that I have had plans for a long time, and he's finally entering the narrative, so it's kind of exciting for me. A lot of times when I introduce a new character that's new to the comic, they've actually been in my head for a very long time, so it's just one of those things where it's just like, finally I get to release them upon the world. No longer in my head. Here's my OC child. But yeah, it's just one of those very fun things for me as a creator to be like, new character be upon ye, and I hope you like them. The other thing that's been, I say interesting, but every episode I kind of have, like, a thing that I'm working on as an artist to get better at, but I also absolutely hate drawing said thing. And it's turned out for this episode to be cars. I have so many car scenes written in this episode. Specifically, I've kind of kept everyone out of a car for what? How many episodes? I've kept everyone out of a car since episode 1, or was it episode 2? So since episode 2, no one's really been in a car. No, that's a lie. I just remembered it. It's like in my USA American way. No, there was a car in episode 5, and it was only for like 3 panels because I hated drawing it. Well, I forced myself to draw way more panels of cars this episode because, you know, I gotta get better at it, and as much as I don't like it, I gotta get better at it, right? It's like, you better do these car scenes. The funny thing is, about that, because like I said, every episode I have something I'm like, why did I do this to myself? And one of those things is the high school itself. Because I think I only really did the high school for the first, like, 3 episodes. And I was like, man, I hate drawing desks and school stuff. We're gonna keep them out. we're gonna keep him out of the high school for a while. See what we can what settings can we put them in instead for funsies for me to make it more fun for me, the artist. But I as I'm doing these, I'm also writing the next episode, which I am like maybe 60% done with writing. The 9th episode, and I did want to make a point, because since they've been away from the school for so long, and timeline-wise they actually haven't, but as a, person who is making the comics and says, someone is the people that are actually, reading the comic as well, it's been a while since we've been at the school, right? So I feel like I kind of need to bring them back there, at least for the next episode, so... We will be going back to the school the episode after this one that I'm working on, and that's what I'm writing right now. As usual, it's just like, I'm so excited to show you all the episodes. I just gotta finish this one, which I'm like only, I'm like halfway done. There's probably like another half left, because I still have... We're probably still gonna have one more inking stream for this half of the episode. And then after that, then we'll be doing toning for part 1 of episode 8. So yeah, it'll be a while before we have the full episode out. I've been trying to appease Webtoons a little bit more, even though they're still like, hey there, we haven't seen you in a while. Could you upload a comic or something? Could you whip one out? And I have my process, and it's not in Webtoons time, but I'm trying to appease them a little bit, so that's why I've been doing these half episodes. That's not exactly how I personally want to tell the narrative, but I think this is it's been a good compromise, I feel, so far. I feel like, the people who are reading it online, there's more like a promise that, hey, it won't be a year before my next update, right? It's only gonna be like 3 to 4 months, which I think is a lot more, that's a lot, it's a easier expectation for all parties involved, so, yeah, been enjoying it, doing it this way. Like I said, even though as the person who wrote the narrative, I'm like, I'd rather just do the story as a whole thing, but like I said, I think this is a good compromise. Yeah, this panel gets to be very chibi and, well, not chibi, but just very, like, cheesy and cartoony and not as realistic. Not to say that, like, my art style is realistic, but, I have a very set style for the drama elements, and then for the goofy elements, I have a whole nother style. Yeah, like, speaking of introducing characters, I'm working on Micah right now, and it reminds me when I introduced Micah as a character, I even put like an afterword in the comic, like the print version, because this is he was probably one of my earliest characters with this story, the original version of this story that I wrote, and it was just one of those things where it's like, I'd been wanting to introduce him in some way for the longest time, and it's just like, never worked out, and so, like, being able to do, RE Witchblade in this way and finally getting to introduce this character that's like been with me since, I don't know, maybe, I think 2008? Ugh, I'm dating myself here. But, you know, to finally introduce this character that's been with me since like 2008. It's just, I don't know, it's been cool. You know, when I was a younger artist and I really wanted to draw like kind of funny slapstick chibi kind of style, and I remember in the past it being such a struggle for me to draw like the cutesy chibi style. I feel like my chibis were too in the past, and like this is something I actually had to work at quite a bit, to have them like visually pleasing and not be like, I don't know if you've seen like chibis with the very large eyes, and they kind of look like those weird like overly stylized dogs. But it's just like my original chibis used to look like that, and I really had to work hard to find a style of chibi that I personally liked aesthetically and that I didn't find creepy. So I kind of settled on this like kind of, you know, over exaggeration, simple, sort of Charlie Brown-esque eyes and eyebrows, and I've really been liking, you know, throwing in these types of panels every now and then just to mix things up. Sometimes I even use a different like pen as well. Sometimes I like to check to see if the line work looks good. Like Micah looks a little crispy. I may like tone down the curls a bit. Some of his edges are a little rough. I think Kira looks fine. What I might have to do is zoom in and then clean up the edges. I try to do as much as I can zoomed out because it does end up saving a lot of time. And if you're not zoomed in all the time, you make, or at least for me, I say it as the proverbial you, I tend to make less anatomy mistakes if I'm not zoomed in the whole time. Sometimes zooming in's good for like, you know, your clean line art. So it seems if your line art seems a little messy, you could go and like zoom in and where is it? Clean her up. Do a little cleanup. Just a little edge. Especially if you're printing it like I do. Man, stuff like this really shows up when you go to print it. Like, not as much on the webcomic. Like, if I was just doing the webcomic, this kind of stuff is not as noticeable. But on the print copy, I'll see that and I'll be like, I gotta fix that. So, as usual, it's good to, you know, if you think about it, fix it ahead of time. So, yeah, let me talk a little bit about the convention that's coming up. BotCon in Houston. This is gonna be their third year, and honestly, this convention has a soft spot in my heart, so I only have good things to say about them. But this is because, they, like, when I was first starting my business, they were the first convention to give me a chance. And because I was just, you know, before I was just getting a lot of rejection letters. And so yeah, they were the first convention to give me a chance. And they opened a door. They opened the door for me to be invited to a lot of other things that ended up being really great for me, with getting to show my comic off at different places. and I will always be grateful for that. So, BotCon's really cool, and it's easy for me to go there, so that's another bonus. It's just like not too far for me to drive, although they're at a different location this year. So, and I think it, like, and they're like I said, it's usually a lot of local artists, and I think the pricing is fair, and it's a fun time. And yeah, you should go. I'll be there, and a lot of other cool artists will be there. It's this weekend, so like I said, they're not like a lot of those bigger conventions that are like charging $50 at the gate. Ugh. But yeah, so that's where I'll be this weekend. I'm experimenting with some new booth setup stuff, so I will probably have to go there early to try and put that all together. I don't know if I will go Friday. I'll probably just go as early as I can on Saturday, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna be trying some new stuff with my booth. And, you know, as usual, if you're not going, I will be putting it on Instagram. So if you're interested to see how the new booth looks like, I definitely post updates on any convention I'm at. And so I'll be like, this is the new setup. What do you think? So anyway. All right, let's zoom out. I think the arm positioning's a little weird. I think I can get away with it because it is more like of a, you know, chibi, goofy, cartoony. I don't have to be super anatomically accurate, but we'll see. I may be distracted by it and be like, sometimes what I'll do is like, I stream and I'm like, all right guys, that's it. And then I get up, I walk, come back, and I'm like, okay, I need to fix that. Just like take a break from the screen and then like come back and like, yeah, nope, we gotta fix that. Like Charlie Brown neck. Some other news. So at the convention as well, I will be introducing the new. Yeah, see what? Okay, sorry, non sequitur here. What is this? This isn't even an oven mitt, me? Like, what am I supposed to take from... I think I'm gonna draw, like, a little thumb. I'm gonna draw, like, a little stubby thumb here. What is this? What am I supposed to do with this? Yelling at my, my past self here. Told you to give me a sketch and you gave me a scribble. I look like that looks thummy enough. But now as he looks like his wrist is broken. Broken elbow, fine. Broken wrist though, I can't abide by that. Not allowed. Maybe I'll do like, I don't know, just like thumb here. Trying to like, how oven mitt can I get here? How close to oven mitt can we get here? Why did I do this to myself? Should have done myself a better sketch. No, I'll just put two little balls at the end. Like this one, it'll be fine, I said. You know what I may do here? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the dinosaur hands instead. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Good enough. Dinosaur hands. I got tricks for drawing things quickly. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, okay, so new stuff that I'm bringing to this week's convention, this weekend, is the print version of Chapter 7. I'm super excited to show off. It has a very eye-catching cover, very bold, completely different from the last episodes, which last episode was like really painterly. And this one's very like red, blue, flash. Which, like I said, if you've seen the online version of it, then you know exactly what it looks like. I didn't do anything that different. And so I'll be having that there. I didn't do postcards this time, art postcards this time. I just want to make sure there's like interest in the comic first. But we'll see. I may end up doing them later. I'm kind of more focused on, instead of the art cards, I want to actually start making my my Mother 3 art, like fan art. So if you are aware of the stream, you know I've been playing Mother 3 on the gaming channel days. And it's been a lot of fun for me to replay it. Very different from how I remember it on some parts, but on other levels I still really enjoy it, still appreciate it as a game. Is it still my favorite game? I'm not sure yet, actually. I still have a lot of love for it, but I don't know if I can say it's my favorite game anymore. Which, you know, we grow and change as people, so, you know, can't expect things to be the same forever. But, like I said, I'm still really enjoying it, and I still want to make fan art for it. Yeah, so I'm thinking I want to develop, like, a print and maybe, like, a keychain like the Earthbound one. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, I like how that came out. Micah looks really odd, though. It's like, he looks too, he looks too realistic for this scene. Alright, I'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. I'll probably do an oven mitt hand and then build the arm off of it. But let's try and sketch in the background. I love this song too. This is from the Sonic Collection game that I have on GameCube, but last time I tried starting it up, it wouldn't start. I was very sad. Moving box here. I may actually go ahead and use the ruler brush, the shift key to make my straight line. To be fair, I did like this song a lot, but I didn't like it as much as the music you hear on this collection once you press the start button. I'm like, this is a good song, but normally, like, I wouldn't hear this much of the song. I'd press start and, like, the music they have in that section is definitely, like, a mood. It's more of, like, a chill kind of vibe. Not to say this song isn't, but it's different. It's different. Two different genres of electronic. Drawing the stairs. The other thing that's new that I will have at the convention this weekend is, I made Super Mario RPG fan art, and I'm really proud of it, and I was so worried about the look of the print, and I needn't had been worried. English. I shouldn't have been worried about it. Oh, water break, actually. The time to put this on if you haven't drank any of your water recently. This is a PSA by Mena-Frog that you should drink your water now. Sorry, I shouldn't mack into the mic. Delicious. Also, I am being a naughty frog. And I also have a soda today. I typically don't have a soda because, when I was younger, they were really rough on my, my digestive system, so I had to be, soda-free for a long time in my life, and now I can cheat every now and then. So, yeah. Are you fully hydrated? I'm still on the first panel. Let's continue. I think the other ones will be quick. This one kind of has like a little setup situation behind it, like some more like background elements, and like I said, Micah's hand is goofy. It's like everything else is chibi, and then he looks kind of realistic. We got a problem. But what I do sometimes though, if I'm kind of in a like, hey, I don't really like how the sketch came out. I kind of want to fix a couple things about it, yada yada. What I'll do is after I draw the main pieces of it, like this, the background, I usually take the sketch layer off, and then I draw off vibes. Vibes only. I joke, but that is what I do, and it's been coming out pretty well. I usually like what my intuition tells me, like where the hand should be or how I should draw it after the sketch is gone. We'll figure that out later. I'm gonna put a second line in here. Oh my gosh, so I have some book club news a little bit. Do I have another book to talk about? I don't know if I do. I already talked about the Pinho Egg. I kind of have... Okay, so book club news in this respect. So both of my books I'd been waiting on, my audiobooks that I'd been waiting on, they came available like, I guess a day across from each other. So the first book I had reserved was Lord of the Rings, which was weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. But I specifically wanted the audiobook version because even though I have copies of Lord of the Rings I can read, I haven't had time to like take the book and, you know, read it, and I thought, you know, if I'm drawing like this, like I am right now, and I'm not streaming, I can put the audiobook on and listen to Lord of the Rings, and, you know, then I won't be a fake fan anymore. I joke, but, you know, it's been years since I actually read the book, and I don't remember things anymore. And I want to reread it. You know, kind of like for the same reason I'm playing Mother 3. Like, is it still one of my faves? That kind of thing. I think I want to put text on a different layer. I'll probably decide that I want to turn it into a font later on when I get to that part of the process, but I do want to draw it myself just in case I decide this is what I want to go with. Sometimes I like my handwriting. So so I finally have Lord of the Rings. I haven't started listening to it yet, because like I said, it was just, I think, yesterday? It just became available, and I was like, I was in the waiting line! I was in the waiting line for 2 months! Yeah, it's that sought after in the library system, it's crazy. But I'm really thankful that I have a chance now to listen to what I think is my favorite books. What I think is my favorite book series. It's been so long now, though. I may reread it and be like, I still like it, but it's no longer my favorite. But we'll see. The other one I wanted to have audiobook of is the original Tales of Alice in Wonderland, because I think the times I read it, all that was really available were like adaptions. And, you know, they edit some things out. And getting this audiobook, which is, you know, like the unabridged version, and you know, a lot of the stories that are usually adapted into Alice in Wonderland are from both, you know, Alice in Wonderland and like Into the Looking Glass, into like one story. And I mean, honestly, it's for good reason. I've been enjoying it, and okay, so well, the funny thing about it is I've been wanting to adapt my characters from WitchBlade, RE WitchBlade, to Alice in Wonderland. It's been like a kind of like design idea of mine. I don't know if I'm actually gonna make a full story out of it, but I do want to read the source material just in case I change my mind. And I do want to actually make like an omake with my characters and Alice in Wonderland. And yeah, I think maybe I'll just have it where her shoulders. We'll just kind of have his hand like hanging this way. Like that. I think that's what I want to go with. So it will still have to be foreshortened, but I can do like a loose, like I said, more like loose oven mitt kind of dealio. So the funny thing about Alice in Wonderland, okay, which I know why it gets readapted, is because like a lot of these older novels, there's blatant child abuse. And that's really all it is. There's blatant, like, child abuse and child, you know, drug references kind of stuff. And I guess some of it is, like, you know, you're thinking, like, maybe it's, like, you know, their way of dare back in the day. Cautionary tale. You know, don't do this, children. Don't do this, children. Let me tell you all about it, though. So, that's, as an adult, I feel like that's how Alice in Wonderland kind of comes off to me. So I very much see why there's very loose adaptions of it. Because you know, no creator wants to look like the person who's saying, yeah, child abuse okay with me. That's like, that's not a message anyone wants to promote. So, I get it. I get it. And I think if I adapt it for my comic, I will definitely cut out some parts. But, I am glad that they have the full, like, uncut version available to, read, or in my case, audiobook. And, like, hearing the prose in that. And the prose is very interesting, and I think that's what has made it stand the test of time. It's such a what's the word? I don't want to say it's a strange piece of prose, because I've read stranger. Thoreau, looking at you, Thoreau. You know, it's not the weirdest prose I've read. But, you know, to say that it may have been marketed in the past as like a children's book, yeah, it's pretty weird. Like a children's cautionary tale, yeah, it's pretty weird. But I kind of like, you know, some things it brings up on like thought and the idea of like, you know, philosophizing about, you know, your everyday life, and what you consider as normal may not be normal to someone else, or in some cases, you know, your love for your cat or dog. Don't go on and on about it to a mouse who gets regularly, like, family members eaten by them. You know, stuff like that. So, it's been an interesting read through, not read through, a listen through. So yeah, that's kind of my book club for today. Like I said, I haven't finished the original set yet, and I'm probably gonna go straight to Into the Looking Glass right after, because usually when adaptations are made, you kind of Alice in Wonderland, you kind of do a mix of both, and I really want to, you know, be refreshed on the series itself and see if my characterizations make sense, you know. Now my question is, do I just want to make a ruler layer? It may make things a lot easier. So what I'll do sometimes is there's a perspective ruler function, and I don't even have to really follow the perspective here. Oh shoot, okay, whoops. But it has this nice way of like making all your lines straight without you having to hold the shift button. So if you're having hand cramps from holding the shift button, this is perfect. And I'm sure there's probably a quicker way to do this. Don't at me about it. But I can always turn the ruler off, like, I'll just uncheck this. Ruler's gone. I can go back to drawing the hair that I forgot to draw here. And then I can turn it back on, and ta-da! Now I don't have to cramp my hand. No hand cramps. Yay! Yeah, those were my two, like, sought-after books, because I did have to wait a little bit to get Alice in Wonderland as well. It wasn't as long of a waiting line as Lord of the Rings. It was, like, maybe a week. So it was, like, maybe one or two people had it before me. And, yeah, not bad at all. Now the lattice work, do I want to use the the ruler. I think I'll just roughly put it in. I don't have to like get super detailed with it as I get super detailed with it. What fun is it if I don't get super detailed with it, you know? Super detailed with things that no one's gonna like look at twice. Alright. End up like cleaning that up. Cleaning the line art up. Here, I think? Maybe. And here? Yeah. And here? This way? You know if the angle is off? It probably is. Like I said, this is supposed to be a rougher version of a the lattice work I've done in the other panels. There was one panel though where I had to draw like the porch again, and in the sketch I had redrawn it, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. We will not be doing that at this hour. So I just kind of copy pasted, and then anything that was off I redrew. So I did save myself some trouble. What I'll end up doing is erase one layer, the layer that looks like it'll be at the top. And it gives off a pretty good illusion of lattice work. Like I said, I feel like maybe this is something if I had to do this way more, I would probably make a pattern. But it's I don't know. I don't think it'll be in too many more episodes, so I don't mind. Okay. Then I will zoom in. Like, I've been on this panel for so long. I'm gonna have to, like, speed through the other ones. Vroom, vroom. I think I'm only an hour in, right? I just won't get to the second page today. Seems pretty normal. Like, honestly, if it's just me and I'm not, like, streaming, I do feel like I'm a lot slower. When I stream, I do go a lot faster than when I'm just on my lonesome. But yeah, like I said before, you being here helps me a lot, and I thank you. I thank you for being here, enjoying this, me rambling and some drawing, and I really like this playlist a lot, honestly. Let me know if you enjoy the Electro Cafe playlist. Yeah, since the line art is a vector layer, sometimes it erases way more than I intend because it's not pixels, so I may be deleting more plot points than I'm intending to, and I usually just redraw it. But vector art is always going to look cleaner, and so that's what I use for my line art. But yeah, I think this is cute. Alright. Next panel! See, now I don't have to worry about a background. This is like, this is character art. Yay for character art! Woo! Okay. I'm gonna switch my seat position because I'm getting a little back cramp. Yeah, buddy. Me too. Also, I'm taking a quick drink. So this is not an official hydration mandate, but it's a suggestion. So you know, you probably should drink something. If you haven't already. Look at this frog getting sassy with me. Yeah. Alright. Let's do some character art. Yay, the fun stuff, the fun stuff. This is my cake and candy. This is my chocolate. This is my dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate, guys. I'm one of those people. I like sweet, bitter, dark chocolate. I've explained it before as, to me, in my like little brain cells, dark chocolate tastes like smooth jazz. Like if you're listening to smooth jazz, that kind of feeling you get, like, you know, like that kind of thing. That's how that's what my brain does when I'm eating dark chocolate. So good. If you ever get me a bar of dark chocolate, I will be your friend forever. I can be bribed. Oh, no. I'm giving myself away. No, yeah, but it's true. It is true though. I shouldn't have said that on stream, but it's true. It's true. I was just thinking about it. It's funny. It is kind of funny though, because like you know, they say well, at least in the past, they would say, oh, well, when you get older, your acne won't be as bad. Which I had pretty bad acne as a teen, and it's true for the most part. However, my one weakness is chocolate. I love chocolate. I will always eat dark chocolate specifically. I don't like when they put stuff in it though. Maybe it's the sea salt. I'm okay with the sea salt, but anything else I'm kind of like, oh, okay. Like, it's not my fave. But like, the thing that chocolate does, any chocolate, I will have horrible breakouts. and so I'll be like, oh, I wonder why I'm breaking out again. And it looks like it's like starting to look like when I was a teenager, and I'll panic, and then I'll be like, ah, wait, I had that whole bar of chocolate the other day. Oops. So yeah, that's the one weakness I have to it. It's just like, I eat it, and then my face grows all frogly, to put it in a nice way. And so yeah, sometimes I have to stop myself. Kind of like what I've been doing instead, actually, is if I'm craving chocolate, I will actually just chew gum. And I guess somehow it's less, I don't know if it's less sugary, but it doesn't make me break out nearly as much as chocolate does. I don't know, I'd have to look at the sugar content, which means I would have to think about looking at the sugar content and being like, let's see, let's compare the sugar content. No. I get that chocolate, I say, this is so good, this tastes like smooth this tastes like smooth jazz. Oh my goodness. thank you for the chocolate. I don't look at how much sugar is in there. So this is kind of like one of my panels where I'm more on model, but I'm also kind of pushing their expressions a bit. And honestly, I've just been trying to do that more in general with the comic. I think with every comic, I'm getting better at certain things, and facial expressions is one of the things I feel like personally I need to push more. And so I think with every comic, I've been trying to push the facial expressions a little bit more and more. It's fun too. That's like a little hair flip there. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I'm gonna thicken this line here, and then maybe have some hair coming this way so her neck doesn't look like huge. Linebacker neck. Maybe bring the collar up a little bit. Super flat. And so yeah, like I said, the sketches are good, and I do try and like not spend too long on them. At the same time, I do have to turn them off to make sure I, have a convincing line art drawing, and so I don't have to fix so much when I get to the toning phase, because I already have, toning does end up taking a lot of time. To me, it's the longest part of the process, because there's so much of, like, stylistically deciding in that moment, like, how a scene is gonna look and feel. And choosing the wrong tone for the background can kind of ruin a scene. So you don't want to do that. I wonder what game this is from. This is a fun kind of like step-in song. I could exercise to this. What else? Oh yeah, I kind of got to play a couple video games recently. One of which, of course, is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I hadn't been able to play it in a while, and I think I talked about that last stream. I hadn't been able to play it in a while, but I finally got a chance to pick it up again, and I enjoyed it, but I was kind of remembering why I was a little reluctant to pick it back up again, and that's because I was trying to 100% the Gungaga area, and okay, I don't want this to be taken as like a criticism, okay? I still love the area. I think it's beautiful. I really liked the change up in scenery from Wastelands. This is just me being kind of like a lazy little gamer who wants to get to the next thing already because it's been too long since I've played it. But The Gungaga map, because of, I guess, the mountains and the trees, has so many dead ends, and I want to get to the place, but, like, if you haven't explored enough of the area, you don't have a fast travel, so you have to go and find it, but, like, so many of these places are up on, like, hills, and then you're up on, like, the lower level, and so you get to the place and you're just looking up at, like, that's where I need to be. How do I get up there? And you're just... I had so much of that going on where I was just like, I made it, and then I was just disappointed, and I'm like, oh, but it's up there. Oh, no. So, so yeah, I don't know. I may just for, like, you know, progressing the story's sake, because I really like the story and I like the battles. I don't really, I'm starting to kind of, like, be meh about all the side quests. And here's the thing, I don't have to do it, and I need to be okay with that. So I think next time I play, I'm just maybe gonna do, like, 2 more side quests, and then I'm just gonna bolt. I'm gonna say, Gungaga, see you later. Maybe I'll 100% you another time, but yeah, I'm kind of ready to continue the narrative, and I really wanted to, like, 100% or near 100% like all the locations, because I was having fun with the exploring, but, like, this area has just been, like, with the mountains and the trees, and, like, you know, you're like, oh, I made it, and then you're like, oh, wait, it's up there, and it's like, how do I get up there? There's been a lot of that, and I want to get back to enjoying my game, my fun times, favorite character. Everyone's my favorite character game. I really love all those characters. It's probably, like, the one RPG I can say, like, it's so hard for me to decide who I want on my team, because I just love them all so much. And I have been putting priority into Yuffie, though. I really like her playstyle. And then Red. It's hard for me to not choose Yuffie and Red, because Red's such a good magic user, but then also he doesn't, like, die in 2 seconds, and so he, like, if I'm having, like, a I'm not dodging so hot kind of day, he kind of saves my run for me. It's like, if ain't nobody got me, Red got me, you know? So, like, you know, I love all the characters from a personality standpoint, but I have been favoring Red and Yuffie. And I kind of, like, what I kind of do now, since Cloud has to be the party leader, I just go, alright, Cloud, you hit these couple of things, and then I'm switching over to Red or Yuffie, you know? Because I just like, especially Yuffie's playstyle so much. I'm one of those people who I don't like being in the action. I don't like things to run at me, and her playstyle makes it to where you can stand back and, like, spam the magic power button, and then you can go in for the kill later. Like, you don't have to be in all that when you are not on the when you don't have the tactical advantage, so to speak. I don't have to be in the Kool-Aid when I don't have the tactical advantage yet. I can, like, start off far away and then go, you know. It's it's great. Yeah, she's probably my favorite to play as. This is also from the Sonic Collection series. They have some really good tracks in there that are, like, not related to the games at all. Oh my god, trying to downplay the events of what is going on, what is about to occur, which is the introduction of this new character. Yeah, puppy. Let's see, check. Okay, I think the hair's fine. I was really worried about, because I didn't really have a clear direction on like what the hair was supposed to look like. Maybe have some fall this way. It's fine. I think it's fine. More texture here and here. Put some shine. Put some shine lines on the back. Good. Denim. Okay. So, I don't know if you can tell, I definitely use reference for the hand. It's so overly detailed compared to everything else. So I'm gonna try and just, like, simplify it a little bit so it doesn't look too, like, I only used reference for this part, I don't want it to look like that, so we're gonna try and integrate it in. Just trying to simplify the lines. One of the things I learned from my art classes is, like, a lot of times, or at least I know for me personally, but a lot of times, and I think a lot of people have this issue too, when we draw things, we like to, make these nice, smooth, curved lines, and a lot of times, if you're trying to, like, draw things quickly and simply, straight lines actually give off a look of realism better than curvy lines, and so a lot of times when I'm trying to simplify something that I have, like, maybe oh, hi puppy, what is it? When I'm trying to simplify something that I've over sketched, I kind of just try and turn it all into straight lines. Even my curves, so like if I have a curve, I turn it into like 3 straight lines. And help simplify it and give that look of realism. And like I said, I learned this from one of my drawing art teachers. Yeah. Quick and dirty tips with Mena-Frog. There we go. So yeah, now it's not too overly realistic, kind of fits in with the vibe of the rest of the comic, and add some fingernails, and there we go. I think I have these wrong though. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Okay, maybe they were right. It's like, the knuckles are... Let me see. Okay, yeah, I see now. Clean up the line art here. Shading. Add some wrinkle lines. Oh, jeez. There's something going on outside, so I was just having a heart attack, that's all. Jeez, okay. Blech, yeah, buddy. Me too. Poor puppy. Okay. Let's save this real quick. Take another quick sip of my drink. 2 panels down, 2 more to go. I think I'll finish it all in time. Water break? I think water's really important. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? There you go. Yay! Water break. Oh, moving too fast. I'm sorry. My chat's not showing up on my other screen. I'm just seeing it now. Silly other thing. You like the music? Good. I don't know what you're referring to now. I'm so sorry. Ah. But, yeah, like, I don't know, I have my phone as, like, a separate screen. So I can monitor chat, because I don't have a dual screen. And, sometimes it just doesn't update. So, sad face on that one. Anyway, I've gotten water. I hope you've gotten water, too. Let us, go back to inking, shall we? This one, okay, so this panel is interesting because I'm gonna keep this like simple, like background drawing here for Micah and Kira, but for Nick specifically, I like it, but I want to make it look more dramatic, so I may like change some proportions of things to make it look especially more silly in beginning of facial expressions and hands and whatnot, so we'll see. Okay, so I think, yeah, so I wanted to do a really rough version of the... What is it, puppy? What is it, sweetheart? His little ears are working overtime. Yeah, you're just a smart boy. You're a smart boy who wants you to do your job, huh? He's like, yeah, but I don't want to leave either. It's like, you'll lock me out if I leave. He's not wrong. Yeah, unlike my last dog, he really likes to stay with me the whole time and sit under the computer while I'm doing the art streams, so yeah. He's usually here. He usually is here for every stream, if you didn't know. He's part of the viewing list. Always my special guest. Little Haku. Isn't that right, buddy? You know? Alright. Do I want to draw the car first, or do I want to draw Nick? Let's draw the car first, because Nick's gonna probably, like, cover way more of it than I originally thought. Since I'm trying to be dramatic here. So yeah, the reason I've had a reference picture of a car in the corner of my stream this entire time is because this is the car. This is the hoopty hoop. Actually, I want a different angle. So yeah, this is the car that the character I'm introducing drives, and what is it, buddy? Oh, he's getting antsy. Oh no. I'm gonna let him out. So if you guys will excuse me for a second. I'm not gonna do a BRB. I'm just gonna let him out. Give me a second. Alright, I am back. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, like, he'll stay for the most part, but sometimes he does get nosy. It seems like there's a bit, you know, some stuff going on outside, so he wants to see what's going on. Like, hey, what are you guys doing without me? I gotta be in. I gotta be in on the information, you know? I gotta be the first one to know. I'm a very important puppy. Or at least that's what he thinks. Shocking, if true. Oof. Yeah, apparently there is some commotion going on. I hear my other puppy going. Alright. I really do like this sketch of the car I did. It's very, like, you know, quick, and I was just trying to get it done, and some fixing I need to do, but if I'm trying to do things quickly, I don't think this is a bad sketch at all. Especially for someone who is like, I hate drawing cars. I was gonna ask a question in the chat, like, is anyone good at drawing cars? Got some tips for me? But chat isn't sure if it wants to show me anything today, because like I said, I missed what was in chat earlier, because it didn't show on my screen, so I'd have to like flip back and forth, like, hi Twitch, what's going on? You know? So, oh well. I blame the Wi-Fi electricity issues. yeah, blame it on that. It's like I put everything in Streamlabs' hands today because I really don't know what's going on. It's like my usual little chat window is gone, so. Up to you, Streamlabs. Man, my last gaming stream, Streamlabs was on a tear. Streamlabs was like, banned, out of here. Banned. You put one too many caps. I went in and I tried to change the settings, but it's strange, right? Because on the Streamlabs with the like auto mod stuff, they have it where like you can put the protections on or turn them off. And on mine it says they're off, but then when I go to like the advanced settings, it says they're on. So I don't know what to make of that. I mean, obviously they're on. Or I wouldn't have been talking about this from last stream, but yeah, I really don't know. Like I said, I just, you know, messed with the advanced settings and then saved it, and I was like, well, hopefully that helps and it's not as, like, you know, aggressive as it was on last Friday. Because that was interesting. It was just like, you put one too many caps, and I think it was just like, like one sentence. Well, not a full sentence. It wasn't even a full sentence. It was just like a phrase in caps. I'm just like, no, okay, that's not what I want. It's like, you can put things in caps. Just don't put like a whole paragraph in caps, please. You know, it's just like one of those things that, like, that's what I'm trying to prevent. I don't care if people put things in caps, but I don't want people writing me a novel in caps, you know? So, like, there are real things I'm trying to prevent, but, like, you know, over policing is not what I want either. So, Yeah, trying to find that happy medium has been interesting. Especially when some days Streamlabs doesn't even like wake up and I have to go and make sure the settings are even gelling with my stream. So the perils of streaming. What to do here? I think I am going to use the ruler here. Like I've said before, with a lot of these like man-made objects, it's imperative sometimes that, you know, I know for me personally, like I may want to freehand something, but the illusion of like the look of it is not as good unless I draw a straight line in certain areas. Kind of goes back to that tip I was talking about, you know, if you want to simplify something and still have it look, you know, sort of realistic, like, you know, draw your curve with straight lines and, you know, clean it up. So it's a solid piece of advice. Ends up looking really good. Yep. And just smooth it over. And then that way I don't have to like freehand it like 20 times. Trying to get like what I want. So I guess there's like a racing stripe almost. I don't know what they call that. I don't know if it's still called a racing stripe, but so I'm noticing now I didn't fully draw Nick's fingers. So that's gonna be interesting. As an artist who likes to draw characters, this is the part that takes the longest. Everything that's outside the characters. Scenery. Although I do like drawing trees and stuff. It's fun. Breathe! Me! So yeah, the other game that I got, which I don't think it's a surprise anymore, but I started playing and testing it out for streaming purposes. So after I finish Mother 3, which I think the stream I do this week will be the last one. Fingers crossed. But I am at the final boss. So, yeah. So I bought the new version of Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, and I found my old guidebook, my Nintendo Power guidebook. So it's all here, it's all coming together, and that's gonna be my next playthrough. So yeah, I was testing some things out for the stream, and I did kind of want to see how it played a bit. If some of the, you know, techniques I use will still work, and battle techniques, I mean, and they will. It's pretty neat. Some of the stuff they've done with the audio is really nice too. It does have a different sound to it though. As a person who like really liked the sound font of Paper Mario. I was a little like, oh, it sounds way different, but I started liking it because it's they're using like the adaptive music now. Okay, before I commit to that hand there, I think I want it to make it like more dramatic, where he like is like ah, like this is. I think this is too passive. Oh, I forgot the wheels. This is kind of important. Oh, this is from the UFO game. Oh my gosh, that was such a delightful short game. It's a game where you play as a UFO and you help move stuff for people. It almost works like a little crane game, but less frustrating. And every now and then they have cute little verbalizations like that with the music. I love it. Gosh, that game was so cute. So I am freehanding the wheel here because I don't know. If I try and make it look too realistic, you know, if I try and like really go in and draw it right, it just doesn't look right. Just one of those things where like if I try hard on it, it actually looks worse than if I just kind of like do the rough strokes and go off of vibes, I suppose. Alright, so what I'm thinking I want to do with Nick's hands here is, like, not SpongeBobify it, but like, I think I actually want his pointer up here. So there's like more of a stretch between the fingers. Also freehanding this. I may have to zoom in because sometimes with the vector lines, if you're too zoomed out, then it won't be precise. Just another thing I had to learn over time. This a bit because then it's gonna look like a weird hand. I mean, you know, it's supposed to be an over-exaggerated hand anyway, but it's gonna look real. It's gonna look real weird. We're going for stylized realism here. We gotta break a couple fingers to do it, I will. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I did want his hands to be like more spread out here so it looks more expressive. More expressive than the sketch. But I didn't like go into fully broken fingers. I mean, they can be kind of broken. Break your fingers, break your legs. But, yeah. There we go, I got a little foreshortening weirdness going on, and all good. Wrinkle in that sleeve. Maybe. Okay. Is this right? Okay, yeah, I think it is. Wowee! Wowee! Okay, yeah, let's draw the rest of him. Yeah, I don't actually. That line I added, I don't like. Makes it look like there's a boo boo on his hand. Yeah. I do want to make it extra dramatic. Like I said, I may even make his like head bigger, just for this shot. I'm gonna raise his arm here too. And we're like a starfish thing going on. More of a starfish thing going on, I think. So, I don't want to have those like watery, like anime eye look. I'm gonna do a version of it where I'm gonna see where the line art came out, but he's gonna have no eyes, so it's gonna look scary for a second. His face is bigger by design. So I need to. Oh, I think that might be the end of the playlist. Give me a second. Oh, nope, never mind, we're still good. I was just like, it just sounded like the end. Whoopsie. These lines are really important because that way it looks like it's foreshortened and that I didn't just draw a stumpy looking arm. So I gotta make sure I put some of these lines in. Alright. That's not bad at all. I don't want to do it with his eyes. It's just like, wah, wah. It's like the wah eyes. It's like color of it, like, what was that? It's like, I don't know if you've seen those, like, where it looks like it's those very distressed kitty cats memes. I think that's what he's kind of like. He looks like here One of those very, like, distressed kitty cats who are like, meow! Okay, well, obviously I was avoiding drawing this hand, so... Let's see, maybe what I want to do here... Look, you know what? Let's just make this easy on myself. It's a fist. Wrinkling here and here and let's see what else. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, yeah, this is pretty silly. I like it. This is definitely like the blurry distressed kitty cat look is very prevalent. I actually want to make his hair a little more like that, where it seems like it's in motion rather than static. I think that'll be funny. I think the only other thing that I may want to change is where the shine is, because the shine has him looking the wrong way. Alright, I think that works. Alright, last panel, go, go, go. I only got 15 minutes. Quick, quick, quick. Okay, I'm gonna do the chibi in the corner first. Okay. It's gonna be the quickest panel, I promise. But, yeah, actually, since this is the last panel, let me, say first of all, thanks again. If you stopped by today, I appreciate it. It really does help my channel a lot, because apparently Twitch cares about how many people are staying for the whole stream, which is interesting. So yeah, anyone who like lurks, I super appreciate it. As usual, I will be putting most of my updates on Instagram soon. I'll be having an update about the convention, and then probably gonna be doing some store updates soon as well. So keep an eye out for that. What else? Gaming stream, hopefully on Friday. Fingers crossed. At the normal time. And, hope you have a good holiday, I guess. The holiday coming up, right? So, yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. What? It's like my tablet froze for a second. If you're interested in reading my comic of what I have so far, 2 ways you can do so. One is on Webtoons. I go under the name Mina Bun there. So you could just type that up and find my comic there. I also have my a personal NeoCities website dedicated to this comic. So I think it's WitchBlade. No. Wait, no. NeoCities.RE-Witchblade. No, maybe it's the other way. Jeez. I'm gonna have to look at my own website. Anyway, it's, I think it's RE-Witchblade.neocities.org. Just remembered it now. So, it's there as well. And then, if you... I put it all in this later. You know what? I'll fix it later. It's fine. It's just this is what the chibis are gonna look like. I'll probably redraw it, not on stream, but that's what they'll end up looking like if I didn't draw it on my sketch layer. Dang it! Just change my positioning one more time. Getting a back cramp again. My little leg stands on my tablet broke a while back, so I haven't been able to, like, use it in the intended, like, upright format, so I either have to, like, tilt it on my leg, or I have to bend over my table, so... Yeah, quick panel. We're gonna do quickest panel. 10 minutes left? Yeah, give me 5 minutes. I got this. But yeah, I think since I, you know, had so many connection issues today, this may be the episode I upload. Just like I said, so I can just so you know, if the connection was too spotty, I'll have it available to look at on my YouTube channel, which I do have. I go by Mena-Frog on YouTube, so keep up with all the things. No, I do have a thing at the end of the stream I'll put up, and it's like all my links and that kind of stuff. And I think I technically have like links on the side of my channel page to the official Twitch version. So yeah, in this last panel, Micah is rushing over to greet the person that he invited to help them, and it seems like this friend of Micah's, has no manners at all. I decided I wanted to show a bit of his ear here because his hair's kind of like blown out of place from rushing over. Yeah, so. Kind of rushed tie as well. I do like the more like sketchy quality to this panel, so I'm gonna try and see how much of that I can keep. Look back and forth and see which part of the sketch art I want to add lines back in. A lot of times with the line art, you end up simplifying things for clarity's sake, but you want like more of a sketchy look. Just throw some lines back in. Maybe put a little more wrinkling in his shirt here. Okay. Put the text as well. Like I said, I'll probably end up changing it, but sometimes I like how my handwriting looks. Alright. Well, I think that's it for today. Let's have a look at it. Like I said, the chibis are going to be in the corners. I'll just kind of like, there they are. That's where they're supposed to be if I had not drawn them on the sketch layer. But I'll draw it off stream. So, this is the page for today. a lot of it is going to be filled with dialogue. It's a dialogue-heavy kind of set of panels, so I made sure I had enough room. And, I think that's it. So, once again, thank you so much for joining the stream. I appreciate it. I will be back next Wednesday with more art, and hopefully I'll be at my normal time again instead of this later time, but we'll see. And then, like I said, on Friday I'll be streaming gaming, and, cross my fingers nothing happens there. So, alright, I think that's it. I'll put my links at the end of the video, and end of the video, end of the stream, and hopefully see you next time. Alright, bye! Thanks for moving too fast. Bye!